friends outside, and she's like, oh my God, something happened to Denise.
She's got her head covered with a pillow, her legs exposed, and she's been stripped naked.
I started to freak out even more.
Somebody find that don't have to kill them.
Do you know what DNA is? You ever heard of it?
I don't know, how is it my blood?
On February the 2nd, 2025, a Fairfax woman was found dead in her home. Her name was Denise Tenpenney.
411, I've got a non-breather, 3919 Germania Avenue, a female, 62.
Did he cover her up?
I don't know.
The dispatcher said that he found her with a pillow over top of her. I don't know about...
Like peroxide and cleaning chemicals? That's different. A lot of cleaning chemicals.
Safe here in Fairfax. So I never worried about this area at all.
But this
Might have been murdered and
Denise must have known who unalived her with no signs of forced entry. This case is going to turn this supposed safe neighborhood completely upside down.
Suspicion for something, or?
I don't think that murder is stupid.
Oh, friends, this is the story of the murder of Denise Tenpenney.
Welcome to Tiff's True Crime Channel. Some stories have shadows that linger long after the case goes cold, and some questions demand answers. Join me as we deep dive into the cases everyone's talking about and uncover the details hidden between the lines. If you're ready to seek the truth, like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments.
On Sunday, February the 2nd, the Fairfax Police Department received a chilling 911 call.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
3919 Germania.
3919, what was the street name?
Germania in Fairfax.
Germania?
Yes. I think my sisters might have been murdered and her door was open.
How old is she?
She's 62. 63.
Years old? Okay.
63, 62, 63. She's got her head covered with a pillow, her legs exposed, and she's been stripped naked, and it might be some blood. I don't know.
Okay.
She did not respond when I yelled at her.
Okay.
I didn't see anything. The door was open a couple inches. She don't leave her door open.
Okay. How long ago
I didn't touch
you spoke with her?
yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. Do you want to try CPR?
No, she is unresponsive, and her head is covered with a pillow like they smothered her or something.
Did you see anybody inside, or does she live alone?
No, she lives alone.
She was a dedicated accountant who had lived on Germania Avenue for 40 years and was found dead in her own home. The scene was a haunting tableau. She was lying in her bed, her head covered with a pillow.
You know of anybody that might want to harm her or anything like that?
Absolutely nobody.
Just before midday, the cops, along with an ambulance, arrive on the scene, but unfortunately, it's too late for Denise.
I am live right now at a scene of DOA, so just want to... This little suspicious, kind of odd.
This wasn't just someone being unalived. It was a cleaning project. Police found multiple bottles of cleaning supplies beside her body, along with an unidentified watch and a bent kitchen knife. There was no sign of forced entry, suggesting that Denise, a woman known for being cautious and always locking her doors, might have known her killer. A chilling trail of blood led from the bedroom to the back door, indicating the attacker had been injured during the struggle.
I sent her a message on her phone. I said, I'm outside. And I went up and put the air pump on the truck, and I walked around, and I opened the door. I started to knock on the door like that, and the door opened. She didn't answer, so I pushed the door open.
And then he saw something that a brother should never have to see. This is a quiet, safe neighborhood where neighbors usually look out for each other.
Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation. We're here about what happened last Sunday down the street.
and we're trying to talk to everybody in the area.
They are particularly looking for CCTV, Ring doorbell footage, anything that could have captured Denise's killer.
Well, if you could just take a look through those evening and early morning hours to see if you picked up any vehicles or people, or just see if you have anything, that would be incredibly helpful.
In case her killer was someone known to her, they are going through her phone contacts, but there's nothing so far that's given them any solid leads. So technically they're back to square one. Denise's family.
It's routine in any type of case like this. So we go through, we eliminate family members, and how we do that, we do swabs. You guys can go through that. Okay, I appreciate that.
The last time they had talked to her was over Facebook Messenger the very day before her death.
About Walmart Plus because I was using it when I lived down in Texas.
Walmart Plus?
Yeah.
Is that like a discount card?
It's their delivery.
Didn't seem to notice anything out of the ordinary at all.
Messaged her at 7:06.
No response.
No response, and then I messaged again at 8:45.
And when was the last time you messaged her the night before?
8:28.
And she responded.
She sent me that message.
Yeah.
That was our last message.
Yep. So what do you guys think happened?
I don't know. I was going down my every little day.
I got a nice call. Did you show up here? You showed up here.
Yeah,
I tried.
Donna, what's your thoughts on this?
I don't know. I just can't comprehend it. I can't imagine her opening her door up to anybody. This is very routine. Like even when she knew I was coming, I'd have to sometimes lay on the horn and pound or whatever to get her to answer the door.
According to Donna, her sister would not give up without a fight, for sure.
If she believed something was right, she would argue with you about it. Where I would just say, oh well, whatever. She would argue about it at work. She would tell me how she would go into her manager's office and say, hey, this isn't right, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how in the world do you keep the job? But she's been there for
Yeah.
But she would fight for what she thought was right. She always had a smart mouth on her.
Who are the only people should let in the house without question?
Me?
I mean, even then it was hard to get up in the door.
Denise wasn't the type to let anyone inside of her house. She was really careful on who she let in.
Lock the door.
Even if she knew you were coming, her door would be locked.
She would only have the screen door locked as well, or whatever that's called.
The detectives show the family a photo of the watch found on Denise's bed.
That watch look familiar.
Because she usually, when she wore a regular watch, it was they had the links in it. It wasn't like the links in the band.
It's like a metal.
Oh, like the metal chain one? Yeah. I know what you
I never saw her wear a watch like that.
The watch had to have belonged to the killer.
Do you have an idea or a person?
I really can't.
I figure I can't say anything.
I'm confident that we're going to find them. I truly am. I'm very confident. We're doing this to the whole neighborhood.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. We'll get them.
I just can't imagine why you want to let somebody find but you don't have to kill them.
Did somebody tell you about it?
It's just with Daryl.
That's how Daryl sent the message to me.
And I was dumb enough to listen to the stupid 911 call when they shit on the
Like always, the 911 call came across the news, but do you realize how devastating it was for her family to have to watch that?
To me, it sounds like, just from watching like cop shows and stuff over the years. To me, it sounds like a targeted attack. It was somebody that she knew. Not that I would know who it is, but
Right.
because normally when you see something like that, there, and I don't know if there was anything stolen or not, but everything it seems like everything was there. You guys found her laptop, her phone, her tablet, and that was said when we were here.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the types of things that somebody was robbing. Easy to grab, easy to get out. And that's why I think it's somebody she knew.
Her brother Daryl, who was the closest person ever to her. Surely, if it was someone close to the family, that he would have known about it. So they pose similar questions to him also. He tells them that Denise has been living in the same house since the 80s, on Germania Street, in that exact same house. That is 40 years.
Mark want to know if I want to go to lunch, and I usually say yes. And I didn't get that today. And if you look, I sent her a message a little after 11. I said, "Are you skipping?"
Yes, I see.
And I didn't get a response, which is a little odd. Then I tried calling her, and I didn't get a response. And I thought maybe she forgot her phone. I hope she didn't fall or anything like that. And I need to go to her house and see what's going on. But when I seen her car there, I knew she didn't go anywhere, because I thought, well, maybe she took off and went shopping without her phone. She's done that before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she's not answering.
But Denise had not gone shopping that day. So the detectives try to get more information about her personal life.
Okay, has she talked to you about any boyfriends?
No.
She does not have a boyfriend?
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
Has she had one recently?
No.
Like when you say no, never? Or
not in a long time, in years.
Okay.
And one reason was you have to understand her type of thinking. They found cyst on her kidney.
Okay.
And she thought she might be polycystic. They didn't say she was, but so she decided she wasn't going to have any children because she didn't want to pass that on to the children.
Okay.
That's just the type of person she is. So she wasn't really dating anymore. She quit dating and going out dancing and stuff like that many years ago. And I told her, I said, there's a lot of guys out there who don't want children. I said, but, I wasn't going to argue with her about it.
She doesn't have an ex-husband?
No.
Okay, no children?
No children.
Okay.
No
hasn't
children.
dated in years, you say?
In years, yeah.
Has she complained about anybody?
No.
So the first recourse in a murder case is usually the victim's partner. But she did not have a partner, nor did she have any enemies at that. She kind of lived a solitary life.
Does she drink alcohol?
No. No alcohol, no drugs.
She spent a lot of time working out at a local gym and gardening.
So is there anybody you know that would want to hurt her?
No, absolutely not. She's a decent person, honest.
Stays to herself?
The person that I gather she talked to the most was her neighbor right next door to her in that new house.
Who's that?
I don't know what his name is.
Man or woman?
It's a man. And he's got his girlfriend, I think, lives there.
So Denise lived in 3919 Germania Street, and these neighbors lived in 3921 Germania Street. But when they go and ask the neighbors about it, they don't know anything either. They say she was a great neighbor, and they can't think of any reason that anybody would want to hurt her. And while that's happening, the medical examiner comes back with a report and finds DNA underneath her fingernails, proving that she had fallen back and scratched her attacker. Who knows, this could be the solving of the case. And then we might be able to actually identify a killer because of the scratches on his neck and his face. And while I was looking at that,
believe that it happened this close.
Bosher just hopes it's an isolated incident.
So my son went to spend the afternoon with his dad because he had fallen earlier that day. And anyway, just kind of recover and have some time away from the house and stuff, and from his brother. And then I noticed kind of the stuff happening around us, and so I was like, let's get him out of here.
And so at this point in time, what the detectives cannot share is that they have found a lead. They've been canvassing the neighborhood. They have been taking DNA swabs from everyone that they've been speaking to. And guess what? They found a match guy. And then on February the 12th, the cops show up at 3920 Germania Street, the home that is straight across from Denise's house.
We have a couple things to talk about.
Okay.
Hi guys.
We just sat down to eat.
What'd you guys get?
So,
Are all three of you here?
are all three of you here? Yeah.
What? You got fair? I need to be nervous? It's making me feel nervous.
Let's relax. You're okay.
You're good. Yeah. You want to take a seat
Yeah.
somewhere?
It's okay. You want to go sit down so it's a little less weird?
Yeah, come on in. Just relax.
Yeah. You guys are good.
We introduced the Cart family. This is the same mother who had been on the news a few days earlier, saying that she had sent her son away. And guys, they have no idea just how serious this is.
All right. So, we need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department. Just we have a better area to talk. So if you guys want, let's put some shoes and socks on, maybe a coat, and then we'll head that way.
Do we need to be getting lawyers or something? I'm feeling nervous about this. I don't.
You're welcome to call an attorney.
Also, like, do we have to go? Is this like a right now thing, or is this
We would like you to.
Yes.
It would make, you don't have to do anything, I suppose.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable. I'm not.
We could. How about we get there? We can explain kind of what's going on, give you some more info. You can always,
Okay. Well, do you want
Have
to
us
explain
explain
what's
some more.
going on before we head out there? And
do you mind if we do that outside?
Sure.
Sure.
Are we under suspicion for something, or?
No, we just want to talk to you. I think you guys can help us clear a lot of things up around here. So,
Okay.
all right, let's go.
I'm just gonna, pat you down, make sure you don't have any, big guns or anything you see on you.
We got all kinds of goofy rules.
You're gonna come down your waist up here.
Can I have my phone?
Yeah, we'll give everything to you as soon as we can when we get back. Okay.
Well, the cops take all three family members down to the station to be interviewed separately. But of course, there is one person, one interview that they're particularly needing to talk with. And that would be 13-year-old Levi Cart. As seen here, the cops even let him bring his...
No, yeah, I need some napkins. Okay, grab some for you here in a second.
So you go by Lewis. What's your full real name?
Levi Jackson Cart.
Levi Jackson Cart. Levi, but you go by Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to call you Lewis?
Mm-hmm. Whatever you want.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, Lewis, I got to read you a form because we're at a police station, okay? And I have to ask you some important questions.
Okay.
All right? So will you follow along with me? Just kind of give the food a break for a sec.
Okay.
I know you're hungry. I'm sorry.
I'm very hungry.
I know, but this won't take long.
Well, I guess it states that I can quit having a conversation with you. I'm not sure what this is necessarily about.
No, I will explain that.
Okay. Yeah, you said that, and you said that we could help you guys understand what's going on, or something like that. So I'm not sure.
Do you know what we're investigating?
I mean, I know something happened down the street.
Across the street?
Or across the street.
Right.
In front of me.
Right. A woman was murdered, right? So we're trying to find out what happened. To California?
Yeah, so the plan is to move to California. I think it's Long Beach.
Long Beach, cool. Is your mom and dad divorced?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what you did on Friday. Not this past Friday, but
the last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday.
So last Friday, we went to my dad's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. And we just hung out for a while at a restaurant.
With your dad? You and Hunter?
And my mom.
Okay. Was it in Kentucky or up here?
Probably in Ohio.
Okay, go ahead.
And well, I guess most of the day before that day, before the dinner, I guess, was just like pretty normal.
And then you woke up Saturday, and what'd you do?
I don't know, I went and did some homework, just because I didn't do any on Friday because I had spent most of the day at a birthday dinner.
And then after all of that, he said that him and his dad drove around a little bit and that they came back and watched a movie. But he's talking about the day before Denise was found dead.
And then Mom got home and he left after a minute of talking.
Mm-hmm. They don't get along or what?
No, they get along.
Okay, that's cool.
That's why we have a lot of like communication between me and him and my brother. So after that, he left, and then me and my mom and my brother just kind of hung out for a minute. I don't know.
Is this in the evening now?
Yes, in the evening.
Right.
And then I think, I don't know, like, kind of the day after that, it's kind of like jingled in my head because it was a lot of waking up really early.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I think at like 2:30 maybe.
In the morning?
Yeah, 2:30 in the morning or 2, I'm not sure, in that time area. My cat had randomly woken me up with all the lights off, like sitting on my neck. He started scratching my face, and first he started scratching like my arms, because I was like trying to like get him off of me because I didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So he like scratched my face. Couldn't really see it. You can't see it anymore, but yeah, he like scratched my face. You can see this here.
These scratches could have been made by a cat's claws or a terrified woman.
And then I don't know, like 3 hours maybe, or a long time, trying to like fix myself up. Again, to give more context, fixing myself up, the reason why I didn't like help or ask my mom or my brother or wake them up is because we were literally just about to do photos that day.
Like family photos?
For the house.
Oh, for the house.
Yeah.
Levi literally said he didn't want to annoy his family by waking them up to clean the scratches for him.
And then I decided to take a shower because I was like, it's probably the best thing I'm going to do. So I took a shower.
Where did you bleed most?
Most of the blood went to my shirt that was on my bed because it was like a lot of it was on my face. I usually put a shirt under my pillow.
Right.
And so I was just like, I don't know what to do. I know I can't, go to sleep in this state. And so I started crying, honestly, kind of loud.
Like what time would you say we are at now?
Like 5:30 maybe.
Okay.
It was a long time.
Right.
So, yeah, so I started crying really loudly. And then I guess luckily for me, as soon as I started crying very loud, she went downstairs and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, not really."
Levi crying so loudly woke his mom, and she drove him to the hospital to get some stitches just before noon. They finally made it back home.
And then we get in, and like 15 minutes later, Mom starts seeing a bunch of sirens outside, and she opens the window and she's like, "Oh my God, something happened to Denise." And me, already in a panicked, weird state, because I am having to, you know, be like, Marshmallow did this and he's right in front of me, and still crying because I feel like I ruined, you know, doing photos so we could get out of here, get out of the state, you know, go to California. So I kept on crying, and then I kind of started feeling emotionally triggered. And when she said there was a bunch of ambulances outside, I like started to freak out even more. So, you know, I kind of felt like really sick to my stomach, and I felt really gross to have to think about, you know, if something had happened to somebody right next to me or the house right in front of me, and it made me feel really sad, and I started crying even worse.
So just like his mom said on the news, Levi went and stayed with his father after that.
How long did you end up staying with Dad?
A week, I guess.
A week?
And yesterday what they told me is they decided that it wasn't a good idea for me to be like over there, because there was, like, she said that, like, there's a bunch of news coverage and like, a lot of like police.
Right.
So I guess I stayed there for a while, trying to feel better and trying to like heal from this.
Yeah.
So I just kept on asking Dad and Sarah like what they think had gone on, because it seems honestly really scary.
Who's Sarah?
Oh, Sarah's
your dad's wife?
My dad's girlfriend.
Oh, okay. You get along with her?
Yes.
Good.
You guys think Levi seems strangely obsessed over Denise's death?
I didn't I didn't know her a lot. I just thought like, this is this person, you know?
Right, just a person that lives in the neighborhood, right? Okay. Let me ask you this. On that day you cut your nose, on that Sunday morning, were you ever when you got hurt, were you ever outside? Did you ever walk outside? Never were outside?
I was outside when we went to get in the car.
No, I'm talking when you cut your nose, were you ever out? I mean, like if a camera picked you up, that wouldn't have been you if you were outside?
No, I wasn't outside.
Not one time?
Nope.
Levi presented a paper-thin alibi, and it's not going to hold up with the real evidence.
I think sometimes people do something that they regret out of character for themselves. They do something, they get kind of scared, and they don't want to talk or tell anybody about it.
I think sometimes.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Like if you're cheating on somebody like that, you're going to regret that, right?
Yeah. So do you think somebody can do something and get nervous and maybe do something they weren't intending to do and things get out of hand and something bad happen? You think that could happen?
I mean, I think everybody, you know, is human, so.
Right, exactly.
I think that could happen.
You think that could happen? Okay. So you said you've never been in Denise's house, never been, okay. Do you know what DNA is? You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So we're trying to figure out, and I want you to help me explain this, okay, why your blood would be in Denise's house. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, I'm not sure, because, I don't know, like, how is it my blood? Like,
that's what we're trying to find out.
Because I don't know why it would be in my house. I mean, in her house.
And of course, the trail of blood leading out Denise's house, it comes back to Levi.
In her house.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know what explanation I could give you or even come up with. That would be how that would happen.
Well, I don't know how it happened. There's only one person here that knows, and that's you.
How do you know that?
Because there's no other way that part of you can be in that house without you never being in there.
I can agree with that.
Right? So that's why I just need an explanation as to how. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it, you know?
Well, I'd have to wrap my brain around it first.
He denies that the watch that was found at the scene of the crime was his, but when a photo is shown to his twin brother, he confirms it straight up.
I don't think you're telling me all the truth.
What? But I'm not lying.
Well, I think you're about how you got hurt.
What?
I think you're lying about how you got hurt. That's my opinion.
But why would I do that?
So seeing that the detectives have a rapport with him, they try to make a confession as like a way out.
If you were, and things got out of hand and you had to defend yourself, well, you were attacked. You know, hence the scratches and the nose and the scratches on the arms. You know, obviously you were attacked in some way. You know, that would make sense to me.
My brother's like loves true crime or something.
Uh-huh.
Very investigative.
Right, that's cool.
He like tried to search up the audio. I didn't hear it, or I guess they said that there was a 911 call, I guess.
Yeah.
And mom had said that maybe she had been, or that somebody said that it looked like she was raped. Which in my mind, that doesn't sound like self-defense if it was.
I don't believe there was a rape.
Oh, you don't?
I don't. No.
I kind of thought it was, if I'm being honest, but.
No. But I guess my question to you is, could you have defended yourself? I mean, is that...
Like I said before, anything's possible.
I understand that, but now we're talking in vague terms, you know? So I need specifics.
I don't know. I doubt that that's a possibility, that I would be defending myself because I wouldn't be in that house in the first place. I just mean like, I don't know. I just mean I don't see how I would do that, and I don't see why I would do that. That's all I mean.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Mm-hmm. Why you would do it.
Seeing that the detectives have a rapport with him, they try to make a confession. That's the question. The DNA doesn't lie. The scratches on his face doesn't lie. They know that he killed Denise. But what in the world would drive this 13-year-old kid to do something this foul? So without a confession, they get his interview over with. But guys, what they find among his property when they carry out a search warrant is almost just as telling. Oh guys, in October of 2024, he was having a TikTok conversation. Tells the user, I have a large lack of empathy because of my childhood. This is also reflected in his mother's journal. At some point in the last month, she wrote to Lewis, who is Levi. It says he has been remembering more and more since he's been opening up at therapy, and it's awful. The more I learn, the more I realize how truly awful I was to my kids. On the morning of February 2nd, she said she woke up at 6:30 a.m. to Levi crying unbelitteredly, covered in scratches. She seemed to believe his story about the cat being the one who scratched him. Her journal tells it all about a harrowing mother who's just trying to do her best for her troubled teenage kid. He told one of his friends on TikTok that he had started researching personality disorders after he found out a common symptom was hurting animals, which he says he has done consistently. A few weeks later, he admits that he has killed animals on his lawn before with a knife. On January the 24th, just Alright guys, last thing, this is so much evidence of a disturbed mind. He wrote in his journal, I'm killing, and the word killer, as we all know, that is what he wanted to be. So in those early hours of that fateful hours of those Sunday morning, Levi crept into Denise's home with only one thing in mind. Maybe we can say that she recognized him as a neighbor. She would never expect something like this to happen, and so maybe she let him in on her own. Sure, she never thought that there would be this much danger from a 13-year-old kid. But then, out of nowhere, he attacked her. Hitting her, causing blunt force trauma, before R-wording her and suffocating her. He did try to clean the scene up using like regular household items and chemicals, but lovingly so, he left his DNA behind. And then guess what? Using the fictional characters like Patrick Bateman and Dexter, and real killers like Bundy and all of them, he really wanted to just make a name for himself.
The teenager accused of killing a 64-year-old Fairfax woman in February has pleaded guilty to several charges, including aggravated murder.
I do feel sorry for you. Sorry that you had a family that did not teach you right from wrong.
My sister didn't have children of her own, but she was like a second mother to her nieces and nephews. They adored her, and now they're growing up without her laughter, her guidance, her love. You didn't just take one life, you destroyed an entire family.
After sentencing, Denise's family will get what they want. He will remain incarcerated. The Department of Youth Services until he turns 21 years old, which is the longest that he can be held there as a juvenile. And then after that, after he is 21 years old, his fate is in the wind. And in the meantime, he has been remanded to finish school, attend victim cognitive awareness classes, and undergo cognitive behavioral therapy. It remains to be seen if he will grow out of it in reference to his psyche, or if he will turn 21 years old and just be a killer.